Hi everyone. Today let us see a new SQL task. Here I need to get the revenue by week start date, by week end date and order date wise. Query that allows you to get week wise revenue considering week start date as Sunday and week end date as Saturday. So here if you see the week start date and week end date is derived based on order date. For every order date, if example, if it is 19th December, okay, 2020. The 19th of December 2020, if it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it is there, whatever the week, in that week, Sunday state, it has to pick as week start date. And 19th of December week, whatever the week ended, Saturday's date, I want to consider as weekend date. For example, for example, select this date from 12. If you see, today is 22nd October, okay? And in this week, I want to consider for this week, the start date as Sunday. So for 22nd October or 23rd, 24th, whatever these dates, order dates, whatever the sales available against this date, start date has to show on 22nd and week date has to show 28th. For example, in this sample data, here it is, if you see 19th December 2020. So 19th December 2020. Let's go for 2020. Okay. And here December. So 19th December is Saturday. So whatever the sales done for, and if you see there is one more 18th December. So 18th December order date, we need to show week start date as 13th December and week end date as 19th. Why? Because this entire week is started on 13th December and ended on 19th December. Okay, so whatever the order dates available for against each and every order date, I need to display start date, end date, but start date has to be always Sunday's date and end date has to be always that week when it got ended. For this particular order date, what is the week start date? So Sunday has to be the week start date, Saturday has to be the week end date. For example, if you see this is 2nd January 2021, let's go for January. Yeah, and this 2nd January, and instead of taking the 2nd January, let me take this 9th January. 9th is Saturday. So for this entire week was started on 3rd. So you can see 9th it is showing week started as 3rd January. There is one more 4th January if you see. So the sales of this 4th January week was started on 3rd January. So for this 4th January, the week started on 3rd January and ended on 9th January. So automatically for every order date, I want to retrieve week when week was started, when that week was ended. I want to display these particular dates. So how to do that? Basically, let us see step by step how to do that in Oracle. So here I'm writing a query, select from sample revenue F. So my date and revenue sales are available here. For the date, let me pick order day DT, order day DT, okay, and revenue. This is my revenue. And I'm doing sum of revenue. So every date wise, I'm trying to get sum of revenue. Okay. So, and for every date, I need to retrieve. Let me go for order by. Let me go for order by 1. Okay. So date wise from keyword is date wise, I got the sum of revenue. Now I need to show the 16th December, what is the week start date and weekend date. The date has to get. Okay. That is decided based on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday has to be the week start date and Saturday has to be the weekend date. This particular week was when it was started, the date has to display. Okay. For that purpose, we use trunc function. For that purpose, we can use trunc function. But how does trunc works? Select example. I am taking a date column, 2 underscore date. I'm considering a date column, okay, where I'm taking 23rd October, okay, 2022. Okay, this is my date. This is my date. Okay, from dual. So this is my date column, 23rd October 2022. So trunk function will always get the week start date, but that week start date will not be always Sunday. Will not be always Sunday. So this is WW is a week. So trunk function always will provide us. If you provide a YYYY, then it will provide when the year was started. This particular date when the year was started. In the place of this, if I provide when the month was started. The same way, if I provide WW, but week start date, it will provide a date, but the date will not be always Sunday as a week start date. It will never consider Sunday as a week start date. Okay, but how does this trunk works when you provide WW? Basically, in 2022, on which day the year was started, that will be considered as week first day. For example, 2022, let us see 2022. 2022, the first day is on Saturday. So that means when you use trunk and WW, always 23rd will be rounded to week started, it will take as Saturday. Always week started, it will take as Saturday. For example, if you see, let's go for October, I have provided 23rd. Okay, 23rd October I have provided, so that this week was started on 22nd. Why? Because trunk WW always takes Saturday as a week, because the year was started on Saturday. If the year is started on Monday, then it will take Monday as a week first day. Example, here you can see the output, it has display 27. For entire week, 25th also it has taken, 22nd as week started. Let us see. Go for 2022. It has started on Saturday, so always it will take week start date as Saturday. So let me go to October. What I provided, 25th. So 25th is Tuesday. Week started, what I need is 23, but it has considered Saturday as a week started because this year was started on Saturday. So always it takes Saturday as a week started. Example, if I provide here 29, then it will display 29. This is the new fresh week, basically. It has started on this one, ended on 28th. This week was started on 22nd, ended on 20th. So it always decides week started, week end based on which day year was started. If the year is started, for example, let's take 2021. Okay, 2021 is started on Friday. Okay, so 2021 is started on Friday. So it will take Friday as week started. Let us take 25th October 2021. Okay, 25th October has to provide Friday as week started, which is 22nd. Okay, so see 22nd. It has provided Friday as week started. Is that clear? So now, so I cannot use trunk function because I cannot use WW because it always takes week started based on the year when it was started. Instead, I can use ISO week. ISO week, it always consider Monday as a week started. See example. I have to taken 25th October. Okay, 25th October, but 2021. So when this 25th October, let's go for 2021. 25th October. 25th October is Monday. Okay, so for 26, 27, 28, 29, for all these dates, it will take week start date as 25th. 31 also will take week started as 25th. Why? Because always it start Monday, it ends Sunday. That is ISO week. So trunk function always will help us to get week started, but it decides based on if you provide ISO week as a parameter, always Monday as a week started. But if you provide a WW, it takes when the year was started on which day, that day is considered as a week started. So if I provide now 27, 28, 29 also, the week started will be 25th. Let's go for 2021. Let's go for 2021. Okay, and October. But here 29th I provided, week was started on 25th. But my requirement is I want to get Sunday as a week started, 24th. So for 29, I want to get, instead of getting week started as 25th, I want to get as 24th. So for that purpose, I can provide -1. Whatever Monday I'm getting, that I'm taking Monday minus. So if the week started is on 29th, let's go, the date I provided as 2021, October. 29th October 2021 I provided. I got week started as Monday, but I need Sunday, which is 1 day minus. So I'm taking this. But here there is a problem. If I provide -1, this is providing for these dates, it is working. But for Sunday, 24th, it will show 17th as week started. If you want, you can see. For 24th, it is considered as 17th as a week started. So blindly, I cannot do -1. If I do -1, then what happens? On 2021 October, for this particular date, the week started should be 24 itself. Why? Because this entire week was started on 24th and ended on 30 as per our requirement. But right now you did -1. But system ISO week always consider Monday as a start week and Sunday as an end. So for 24, as per ISO, 18th is a week started. You provided -1, so it has taken 17. So this is a problem it is causing. For 25, 26, 27, there is no issue. For all these states, it will show Monday as a week started. If you do -1, you are getting 24th. For all these dates, I want 24 as a week started. But for 24th, as per ISO, 18th is the week started. You provided -1, it is showing 24th week is started on 27th, which is wrong. That was the reason, instead of doing -1 directly, you can do +1 for 24. So that for this Sunday, +1 it takes Monday. Then it considers the week started for this Monday. Instead of calculating week started directly on Sunday, you can do +1. Instead of calculating the week started on that particular day, I want to calculate +1 and I want to do. The reason is for ISO week, always Monday is the first date. Monday is the first date. So if I do 24 +1, it will become 25. So Monday for 25th October, the start date is Monday itself. And if I do -1, it will show 24. Only for Sundays, I have the issue with this logic. If I do directly trunk of IW -1, for Sundays, it is causing an issue. So the other solution is instead of calculating the week started directly on a date, you can do +1. You can do +1. For example, October, our date is 24th. If you do +1, then 24th will become 25. For 25, what is the week started? 25 itself. Okay, as per ISO. And if you do -1, then it will show 24 as a week started. So here I have to do always +1, IW -1. So now for every day it will show week started as 24. For example, here I am providing 29, 28. Okay. I'm taking 2021 and I'm taking the October. And here, if you see, I have taken in the input as 28th October here. So 28th October. So for 28th October, what I have done? +1. It will go 29. For 29, what is the week started? 25th. If I do, and I did -1 at the end. So it will show 24th as a week started Sunday. And for 30, what it will do Saturday? It will do +1, which is 31st. So what is the week started for this 31st? 25. And if you do -1 at the end, it will show 24. So there will be no issue with this. This logic provides perfect week started as Sunday. Okay. Now let me put this here. So for every order date, I wanted week start date. So instead of order date, instead of this custom value, let's put order date and call it as week start date. Here, so 16th December 2020, week start date is considered as 13th December. Let us cross check it is working or not. What is it? The value is 2020. 16th December. This one. So 16th December is this one. So what is the week start date it is showing? 13th December. Perfect. 20th December. Here the fifth row is 20th December. So this for 20th December week start date is considered as 20th December. That is perfect, which is working. So always for every order date, I want to display week start date, when the week was started, when the week was ended. Always I want to consider Sunday as a week start date, Saturday as a week ended. So now how to get the week ended? For the same thing, okay. Now we got the week start date, okay. So this date always provides Sunday as a week start date. This function always provides Sunday as a week start date. So our week always want to end on Saturday. So the next coming Saturday is always considered as a weekend date. Am I correct or not? So here we already got the week start date as a Sunday. Okay. Sunday as a week start date we got. Example, for this 16th December, 13th December is considered as a week start date. Let's go for 2020 again. 2020. So for 16th December, week start date is shown as 13th. And weekend date we wanted to display weekend date on Saturday. So for this particular date, next Saturday is weekend date. For all these dates, next Saturday is weekend date. So simply all after getting week started, we can use next day function. And what does the day you wanted? Next day, Monday's date, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever the day you wanted, you can provide. But I wanted Saturday, next Saturday. But from this week start date, what is the next Saturday's date I wanted? And that is a weekend date. So this particular day, this particular day's week was started on 13th December, ended on 19th December. Cross check that. 2020. And December. So when the week was started, 13th December, 16th December week started on 13th December, ended on 19th December. After getting this week started, definitely my end date is next coming Saturday itself. There are no Saturdays in between. So that was the reason directly I have used next day function. Next day function always provides from this particular date, whatever you provided as an input, from the date, what is the next Saturday's date it provides. Next day function always, whatever the date we provided here, I provided here week start date. For this week start date, next Saturday, Sunday, whatever the parameter, second parameter you are providing here, I provided Saturday. So immediately for this particular date, what is the next Saturday days it provides. So this way, I can retrieve for every particular order date, I can retrieve when that week was started, when that week was ended, and what is the total revenue. And if I remove this order date, then it will show weekly revenue. In the group by, if I remove order, and if I consider only these two, then this will provide me the weekly revenue. In group B, always we should not provide alias. Okay. Yeah. So this will provide me weekly revenue. So for 13th week, this is the total sales. For 20th week, this is the total sales. For 27th December week, and for 3rd January, this is the total sales. For 10th January 2021, the entire week sales, we are rounded to 10th January and we aggregated the data. So this is the weekly sales. So whenever they are asking monthly sales and yearly sales, it is simple. But when they are asking weekly sales and if they are asking us to retrieve week start date as Sunday's date, then that is a tricky, but you can achieve by using these two functions, week start date and week end date, by making use of ISO week. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, any comments, if you did not understood, I can explain this topic one more time. Thank you.